Day 1. The Friday of 21st December 2012 marks the beginning of the Timbila mission.
A team of missioners led by Irene has purchased foodstuffs from Marikiti early this morning, and another group has sorted clothes for donation. On arrival of the Kaba High School bus, packing of luggage and booking of seats begins. Some wash the dirty bus as others watch, waiting for the departure. Around 6 p.m., we are set for departure. Father Kanja blesses and commissions the team for evangelization, sending out the 62.
And you are carrying the name of St. Paul. Most of all, the name of Jesus.
Our start wasn't without a hiccup.
Before our bus leaves St. Paul's parking, the bus slams against the branch stump of a tree, breaking the rear window. It takes the effort of 2 field managers, assisted by Njau, to cut off the stump to allow our departure. The journey begins along Mombasa Road, all the way to Makindu, where we have supper at around 10:40 p.m.
The fun of traveling with friends, the jokes, mchongoano,
music, and of course the social bonding sees the entire night. Some sleep in style,
some like these,
others this way. But Coretta remains awake throughout the night. Athletes like Julius Kemboi would only sleep legs up, lest they touch the ground and run unconsciously.
Day 2.
It is dawnbreak. The land is vast.
No homesteads, a few people to be seen.
Some of us are enjoying the morning sleep as the rest relish the beautiful green scenery.
It's around 10 a.m. when missionaries reach Timbila Parish, Diocese of Taveta.
Father Njua warmly welcomes us with big breakfast, comprising of some sweet mandazis. It is during the rainy season. Oh, this lorry is stuck in the mud, blocking our way. We push it till the engine begins and our bus moves on. We are taken to Timbila High School, which is to be our accommodation for 1 week. Ladies are housed in Kenya Dome, while men are housed in Nigeria Dome. The school looks good and cool, reminding us of our high school days. We find it ironical that, despite the heavy rains, water is scarce. We have to fetch cooking and bathing water from this borehole 200 meters away from the kitchen.
Door-to-door missioning.
It is about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Our door-to-door missioning begins with the Mata village. We travel for about 30 minutes. The bus is unable to cross the Rekeke bridge. Oh, and to Purity Candy, which has to be carried across the flooded river by Vincent. The tired and hungry missioners still have some strength to walk in the scorching sun. As usual, our field manager, Bob Sinajina, groups the missioners into small groups of 6 that will further be split twice.
Group 1, Lizo Getoga. Yes, it's better. Number 2, Ket Binya. Number 3.
Each group is to search for homesteads.
We meet here at 4:45.
Homesteads are scarce.
In this place, paka pale mnaona nini mwisho wa manyumba hapo hivyo.
Opio's group walks and walks and walks for 3 hours, finding no homesteads amidst the vast forest. This marks the first day of door-to-door missioning, on which we visited a handful homesteads. Every evening session comprises of super entertainment under Munyuki the DJ.
Followed by a prayer session led by Mulinge and Esther.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
And just before the eagerly awaited supper,
Jogi and Kaferere record reports as various group leaders narrate their day's experiences.
Today we had 13 homesteads. I was with Maggie Mayaka. Some of the homesteads we went through, there were kids who did not understand the languages which we are talking.
Day 3 of Timbila mission.
our first mass at Rekeke station. An outstation that received us best. Our choir members in the mission team animated the mass through singing, a climax being it's in Rekeke that our committee members were introduced to the church just before departure to Timbila High School.
After the usual lunch of juice, we traveled to Taveta town where we walk along the boundary between Kenya and Tanzania. Here we have fun taking photos, eating roasted maize, mangoes, and of course some coconuts. Then back to Timbila parish. After waiting for more than 2 hours, we move on our own into the unknown Lake Chala with the help of 2 native boys.
Lake Chala is a crater lake with beautiful scenery, cool and wild.
It is absolute fun for missionaries to climb down the steep mountain to the eagerly anticipated scenery. The locals seem not to be interested in swimming. Hence Kate and Mali are hesitant to let Mulinge and his crew board the manual boat into the unknown depths.
You're too many in that boat.
The rest of us splash water along the shores. Esther Kim does not escape the washing after someone whispers,
It's Esther's birthday.
It is late in the evening, darkness is streaming in, and we have to leave the cool mountain for Timbila. Day 4 of Timbila mission. Finally, Monday morning is here. Pato's strident bottle and Macau's banging of the door does not leave anyone asleep. The morning jog, led by Pato and Filita, is the first item on our daily schedule.
It helps members get refreshed for the long day's tiring exercise.
It re-energizes us for the long day ahead. We have a morning prayer session that includes praise and worship.
Oh, hallelujah, Jesus, oh, hallelujah,
Today's breakfast is maize cobs and mangoes, a wonderful combination. Kudos to the kitchen staff, Irene and Maggie. Kasani and Salaita are our target stations today. These areas are inhabited by the Maasai. We visit over 100 homesteads. Most of the locals are Catholics. Initially, the locals are afraid to welcome us. Scared children run to their mothers. perhaps for protection. Women refers to their husbands. Word quickly spread across the villages that they are strangers. Afterwards, we are warmly welcomed into most homesteads. Like in all our missions, in every homestead, we introduce ourselves, therefore creating an environment of interaction and open sharing.
Sisi vile tumefika ni kwa sababu Mungu amewapenda na ametupenda sisi akatuambia tukuje tuwatembelee tuwaletee neno la.
One person reads a Bible passage and elaborates.
I'm there for you. Hata tukipatikana na matatizo yoyote katika hii dunia, tumkimbilie Mungu kwa sababu hawezi kutuacha kabisa.
A colleague can add to the preaching.
Kwa hivyo, ni vizuri kama basi unaamini kama Mungu yuko na kama unamtegemea kwa kazi zako. Bariki uko na afya nzuri pia kwa wakati huu. Mungu kama unaamini kila kitu chenye unatenda.
Then the host contributes to the sharing.
Si Mungu ni ule chenye kinaweza kunisababisha niame hii kanisa niende, kwani Mungu zinitaenda kukuta ni ule.
Some share their prayer requests. While others prefer to remain silent. A door-to-door mission is summed up by a prayer.
Yeah, Almighty Father, when we surrender, Almighty Father.
Monday afternoon is scheduled for baptism mass at Salaita Church.
Hiyo ndio imani yetu, hiyo ndio imani ya kanisa.
Most of missioners become spiritual godfathers and godmothers.
Anasimamiwa na Mary Mwendwa. Anasimamia Steve Mchengesi.
To the many children under baptism.
Hai, mtoto ametoroka. Anasimamiwa na Judith Wawera.
We leave Salaita quite early to prepare supper. We attend Christmas Mass at Timbila Parish Center. Father Vincent is impressed by mission team spirit. Prayers and evening reports mark the end of the day. Maku cannot remain awake as the rest of the men slaughter goats for the Christmas day ahead.
Day 5, the Christmas day.
This Tuesday of 25th deck is the climax of our happened census in Taveta.
A day to be remembered as long as memories of Taveta last.
Christmas day meant for fun.
A mission day without door-to-door mission, but just fun.
We had attended Christmas Eve,
and so no attending mass, just fun.
A day we will not cook for ourselves, just to have fun.
We set ready foodstuffs,
beef stew,
rice, pilau,
ugali,
chapatis,
all delicacies that will make a celebration Christmas.
As the volunteer parishioners cook for us,
we set off for the most eagerly awaited visit to Savo West with the hope of coming back and feeding the sweet meal.
The Savo visit. We leave for Savo at around 9 a.m. and take the Ziwani Voyage Gate, which takes us about 2 hours to locate the entry gates. Before reaching the gate, we meet a large herd of elephants, which was the first animal to meet in this great park. The 20 minutes delay at the entry gate gives us a great chance to take photos at the beautiful entrance full of different animal skulls.
Uzima Springs, 35 kilometers away from the gate, was our target.
Animals are not as many as expected, so we maintain a keen look through windows. Some see animals while others simply hear their names being mentioned. However, in this course we see a herdful varieties, a herd of zebras grazing at watering points,
a group of monkeys,
gazelles,
giraffes,
waterbucks,
bushbugs,
impala,
lori, and several kanga. Sasa lori ni nini wewe? Lori ni nini? The road was dry and rough, with several trenches and scaring bridges, introducing what we later termed as the
cracks of Taveta.
The first crack.
This drench is hostile for long vehicles. The rear wheels of the bus suspend in the crack, causing an unexpected halt of the journey. The most scary moment for a driver. Then by Gerard Felita, the missioners bring in stones and the wheels have a grip. We finally reach Mzima Springs at around 2:30 p.m. The tour guide briefs us about the springs.
It holds a capacity of about 28,200 liters per minute to the Indian Ocean and 22,000 liters per minute to the Machakos.
We then walk along the beautiful paths of the spring itself. The scenario is cool as the water that springs from the rocks creates a nice river, which is a home of crocodiles, hippo, the beautiful bluefish, the mansaka and the tilapia. We wind up our tour at the underground glass house, which is a perfect view for the fish. We lastly get the distance view of the hippos with the help of colors binoculars.
It's getting late and the crowds are gathering, so we have to return. The second crack, a bridge is gone.
The tour guide somehow has misdirected the driver, and after a long travel, we return back to trace our routes. The third crack, flooded river. It's 4:30 p.m. This marks the beginning of the Savo night. Little do we know what is ahead. It's 9 kilometers from the Okene voyage. The rain from the mountain areas have already flooded. Our bus sways and sways and sways in the waters and lastly gets stuck in the waters. Missioners are scared but courageous. The bus won't move anymore, not reverse, not forward. We take off shoes and jump in the water. The men start pushing the bus. The weight is too much and ladies have to come out.
Benedict Mwende, among the rest scared of water, is helped cross the water. Doesn't get easy anyway. Ladies offer to bring stones, but still hard and harder.
The fear of exhaust shutting down by water. The fear of more water increasing, but this does not suppress the mission team's spirit, and the bus moves after 45 minutes of push and swing. With the cheers of comrades' power, the members motivate one another and finally the bus is set free. It's worth celebrating, but all of a sudden, before everyone gets in,
the fourth crack, the bus is stuck in mud.
This is a small ding, 50 meters from the river. The driver tries out, but it does not work. Missioners come out to push and it moves after a little struggle. For about an hour, all seems fine as we collect firewood and observe the wild game. A cheetah is the last of the wild game that we see. Darkness is drawing in.
The fifth crack, the toughest of all.
It appears a negligible nuisance, and the moment the vehicle sways, the empowered missioners tell Dere not to struggle.
Hapa tunainua juu kwa juu. Hold box. Tutengeneze njia kwanza alafu tupite.
In fact, ladies are left inside. Men push and push. Men alone, then men and ladies. All are exhausted. Branches and stones tactics are no more hope. The rivers and forward movements by the bus does not help either. It just drills deeper in the mud. Mali and the co-driver leave with the warden to find help in a camp, 15 kilometers away.
We try out up to 8 p.m. and opt to sit in the bus and less than wait for the help of the tracker. Hopelessly and fatigue, all ideas exploited, all opinions considered, no one wished to continue. but God is our hope. We do our prayers.
Have mercy on us. Have mercy on us. Have mercy on us.
Some too emotional.
Catch feelings,
Some like Sarah praying mother tongues, creating humor that cheers up the disillusioned team.
The gods must be crazy. What did you do to the gods?
All this long, our Nathan Mali left and has not yet returned. No one knows where he is. He is unreachable via his phone, which we later find in the bus. Father can't help since he doesn't know where we are.
The forest is scary. All windows closed. Missioners are silent. No conversation. Phones are out of battery. No network coverage.
Opio insists that faith without action is dead. The driver complains of petrol shortage. Some missioners say we wait, and so the invisible debate lasts until men decide to try it once more. Only men. Let they sit on one side. In a single push, the bus moves out of the glue mud. What an incredible miracle.
Hata si nguvu ni Mungu. We need to see. Usione ninaimba na furahi anaburudika. Sijui maisha yangu wote. Ni Mungu. Nisahau hiyo song.
The sixth crack. The joy for the miraculous push is short-lived. We get stuck after 20 minutes. The praise is more scaring. It is too bushy. Any wild animal can arise from nowhere.
While some push, the rest keep watch of an animal attack.
One scared animal creates
one scared lady creates fear among the rest, and they rush back in the bus claiming to have heard lion roar.
Too hungry and exhausted, we easily give up and took back to the bus, waiting with no hopes of pushing it again.
Finally, help comes. Mali is back with the warden and a tractor, help at hand.
Disappointed,
the rope split and the tractor goes back for a stronger chain. It returns at 1 a.m. and easily pulls the bus with the help of missioners swinging the bus.
This joy is short-lived. The seventh crack.
The tractor that appeared to be the ultimate help only moves the bus 20 meters, and the following crack is the final. Missioners try to assist the tractor, but it's too weak. The tractor leaves with the promised hope of a bigger one.
All hopes lost. No food, no light, no strength. We admit the defeat after several attempts. Windows close and missioners spend the night in the forest, the Sabbath night.
Day 6. The sun arises. The promised tractor is not yet in. After morning prayers, clearing the mud is the only way out. Around 10 a.m., a van brings us water, which revives the strength of the exhausted evangelizers. Meanwhile, an aeroplane flies closely above the spot. No one knew the intentions, but this is never part of our interest. After 1 hour of extensive attempts to move the bus, it is success. Finally free, never to get stuck elsewhere, now focusing on the Christmas food. The pre-planned visit to Rekeke is out of context. And now the rumors.
Over the radio, televisions, and social media, it has been misreported that 60 universities of Nairobi students are stuck in the forest, which is eventually advanced that the media reports what they wanted to report.
Some say the students have been attacked by wild animals and only 7 survived.
Others add that the students were stoning elephants, which attacked them.
Some claim that there was a tall black man amongst the victims who got in the forest and was eaten by lions.
The reporter says that the students were given aid from Red Cross and KWS.
Some suggest that students were on illegal mission.
The worried parents tried to make calls but wouldn't get through due to phone out of battery or poor network coverage.
And this devastates out and puts many parents and relatives in agony till it is confirmed otherwise. It takes us 2 hours out of the forest to Timbila. The food is warmed and ready but inedible. all is spoiled, and those who can't let go of it could not avoid stomach upset. The hungry missionaries had no option but dump away the spoiled food. Washing of the vehicle marks the end of the day.
Day 7. Thus this is our last day of door-to-door mission.
This day, we evangelized to the largest number of homesteads. The team is split into groups of 2, reaching out to families in Rekeke, Timbila, Jipemoyo, and Nakruto villages.
This is a lucky day for Elizabeth Gami, who enjoys the mission eating wild fruits called dula.
Nakruto, a village bordering Tanzania, is dominated by Kamba speakers, a convenient language for Simon Mumo and Veronica Mumbua. The Christians in this area are frustrated of the many denominations cropping up.
Catholics, like us, are warmly acceptable. Our group winds up missioning in this quarry. Judy is exhausted, and in the company of Nancy Tucker, they lie waiting for the bus. But Shiko and Monene are psyched up to walk back to the parish center. The group that goes to Rukeke has the benefit of tour guides, natives of the area, who took them from family to family. In the afternoon, there is a youth session at the station attended mainly by children.
We enjoyed being in Timbila. It was a nice experience. Mostly the members there, they were good. They were eager and hungry for the word of God. The major challenge was speaking Kiswahili, because they are not used to. We're looking forward.
After the evening session, it arises from the members that phones were missing. Shiko can't fight hers, Angeline fights only the charger, and Irene cannot fight her lovely sweater. Missioners wouldn't go to bed before the watchmen addressed this mystery, and proceedings were recorded by our producer.
Hiyo ni mara ya kwanza. Wakati ulipiga mara ya kwanza tukiwa hapa hivi tukiwa wawili hapa hivi. Ukatuwekea kwa mask. Alafu ya pili ukapiga tukiwa pale tukiwa dom.
Nikasikia movement anaku.
Lakini hakuna mtu alikuwa anaongea.
It is clearly evident that none of the missioners is responsible.
You are the first suspect. Kia tunarenga hapa tuna waste time na kesho
tujakataa, ndio maana nawaambia.
You are the first suspect.
Day 8, Friday, or the seminar day, as so in our routine for every mission we go. In one spirit, missioners wash the hall by 10 a.m.
No resident is yet in for the rally.
It's 11 already, too late, and the turn-up is extremely low. Missioners already worried, for this has never been the case in the previous missions. For instance, in Ekuda Mission 2011, the church hall
overflooded with parishioners, both young and old, male and female. For Timbila, it wasn't the same.
Kate, the MC, psychs up. The number increases gradually, and the goal of the seminar finally effectively achieved.
Sisi wote tuko na wito katika maisha yetu ya kawaida. Unaweza ingia katika maisha ya utawa, unaweza ingia katika maisha ya familia, na haya yote yako na wakati wake. Kuna wakati wa masomo na kuna wakati wa kuolewa. Tunaelewana?
Mjinyenyekeze na Mungu atakuinua. Ndio maana tunajipa hiki kidole kidogo zaidi.
Kuwa na gari, kuwa na nyumba kubwa, lakini mara mingi tunataka kuambiwa tunafaa kufanya nini.
The topics of the rally had been selected by the committee to suit the youths in Timbila.
Ukiwa na marafiki wabaya ambao wanatumia madawa ya kulevya, wanaweza kukuinfluence wewe uanze kutumia madawa za kulevya. Ingine ni kama depression.
So kwa hivyo nilikuwa nataka kuwahimiza katika msimu tunaenda, msimu wa siasa. Usikubali wanasiasa wakuingie. Unexpected pregnancies. Unapata mimba ile hukutarajia. Alafu msichana akishapata mimba mara nyingi vijana hutoroka, si ndio?
Waniuaua kipenzi, waniuaua.
Ile kazi ya ziada in which place umefanya?
Ile ingine ya at the river.
The rally is interactive.
Karibu na lile shamba ambalo Yakobo alimpa Yusufu mwanawe, na hapo palikuwa na kisima cha Yakobo. Basi Yesu kwa sababu amechoka kwa safari yake, akaketi vivi hivi kisimani.
Whoever answers a question will receive a gift.
We shall meet in heaven.
Na kama ni nyama tutakula mbinguni.
The afternoon session is a mass celebrated by Father Njua and animated by the choristers and dancers. Jacinta and Gerald Filita sorts out the gifts. Every individual received enough
books,
pens,
Bibles,
rosaries,
marks and pencils.
Besides, Opio provides other gifts and their clothes to be donated. They are given to the father. The chairman of the youth from Rakeke Outstation gives a vote of thanks, followed by a session of entertainment as the grand dinner was being prepared. It starts as a coastal dance, then to a luo led by Lynette and Opio, but Immaculate Mwendo, Angela and Cecilia turn it into a Kamba show. Donicio and Vero Njoki wouldn't miss out in this before Njagi joins in. Everything that has beginning must come to an end. The grand dinner was the final item in our program. We clear out from the high school, ready for the departure.
Day 9. It's early in the morning, 29th December 2012, a time for missioners start parting ways, bidding each other farewell. Anna Momanyi and Vero are dropped at Voi, and the rest are at a group at a time to meet later in the year
2013. The end of the mission, the Timbila mission.
Mission team is one of the 10 groups of the St. Paul's Catholic Student Community, University of Nairobi.
The chaplaincy motto is Arise and Evangelize. The mission team implements this motto.
Discussion ya leo ilikuwa about the codes of grace. Then kulikuwa na Bible verses pale. Akafikiria anaweza tusomea tena. Yes, hiyo ya tatu hapo.
Every end of the year, the volunteer missionaries evangelize in different parts of the country, selected on the criteria of demand for spiritual evangelization.
The target parish visit are proposed by members, which are evaluated by a committee through pre-visits. Taveta mission is our fourth mission since the foundation of the team. Previously,
we have been to Kilifi,
Kipsaramani, Baringo,
and Ikudha, Kitui. Every mission has its own challenge and its own merits.
Yeah, I mean, and the challenges we faced, I mean, were actually not, I mean such. Yeah, but I mean actually, Rise, I mean actually, yeah, and
In Baringo, a hilly and a rugged region, the bus spoils the first day, and missioners had to walk all through the rest of the days.
In Ikudha, a dusty, dry, and vast region, there were minimal challenges.
We accomplished our mission after the final day. I'm looking forward to the coming mission.
The community was very receptive to visitors.
The youth volunteered to stay with us and take us through all the stations. The priest gave us maximum as needed.
It is in Ikudha where we built a church in a day. St. Paul's Catholic Tangai, one of the most remarkable achievements of the team. And as some went to Timbila, a few of the mission team alumni went back to Ikudha. Ikudha mission was the ideal mission.
This video is produced for internal distribution among the members of our community.
On accomplishment of the 2012 annual Grand Mission.
Lakini sisi tumetolewa kuwa mitume, tuwe washuhuda wa Yesu Kristo. Lakini sisi tumetolewa kuwa mitume, tuwe washuhuda wa Yesu Kristo.
Leap, legs up. Leslie touch the ground and run unconsciously.
Day 2.
It is dawnbreak. The land is vast.
No homesteads, a few people to be seen.
Some of us are enjoying the morning sleep as the rest relish the beautiful green scenery.
It's around 10 a.m. when missionaries reach Timbila Parish, Diocese of Taveta.
Father Njua warmly welcomes us with big breakfast, comprising of some sweet mandazis. It is during the rainy season. Oh, this lorry is stuck in the mud, blocking our way. We push it till the engine begins and our bus moves on. We are taken to Timbila High School, which is to be our accommodation for 1 week. Ladies are housed in Kenya dorm, while men are housed in Nigeria dorm. As usual, our field manager, Bob Sinajina, groups the missioners into small groups of 6 that will further be split twice.
Group 1, Lizo Getoga. Yes, it's better. Number 2, Ket Binya. Number 3.
Each group is to search for homesteads.
We meet here at 4:45.
Homesteads are scarce.
In this place, paka pale mnaona nini mwisho wa manyumba hapo hivyo.
Opio's group walks and walks and walks for 3 hours, finding no homesteads amidst the vast forest. This marks the first day of door-to-door missioning, on which we visited a handful homesteads. Every evening session comprises of super entertainment under Munyuki sending out the 62.
And you are carrying the name of St. Paul. Most of all, the name of Jesus.
Our start wasn't without a hiccup.
Before our bus leaves St. Paul's parking, the bus slams against the branch stump of a tree, breaking the rear window. It takes the effort of 2 field managers assisted by Njau to cut off the stump to allow our departure. The journey begins along Mombasa Road, all the way to Makindu, where we have supper at around 10:40 p.m.
The fun of traveling with the friends, the jokes, mchongoano,
music, and of course the social bonding sees the entire night. Some sleep in style,
some like this,
others this way. But Coretta remains awake throughout the night. Athletes like Julius Kemboi would only sleep. The school looks good and cool, reminding us of our high school days. We find it ironical that, despite the heavy rains, water is scarce. We have to fetch cooking and bathing water from this borehole 200 meters away from the kitchen.
Door-to-door missioning.
It is about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Our door-to-door missioning begins with the Mata village. We travel for about 30 minutes. The bus is unable to cross the Rekeke bridge. Oh, and to Purity Candy, who has to be carried across the flooded river by Vincent. The tired and hungry missioners still have some strength to walk in the scorching sun.
D1. The Friday of 21st December 2012 marks the beginning of the Timbila mission.
A team of missioners led by Irene has purchased foodstuffs from Marikiti early this morning, and another group has sorted clothes for donation. On arrival of the Kabah High School bus, packing of luggage and booking of seats begins. Some wash the dirty bus as others watch, waiting for the departure. Around 6 p.m., we are set for departure. Father Kanja blesses and commissions the team for evangelization.